back to my channel. This is your girl Ashley, and as you can see by the title, we're going to be discussing me moving to a new state. And I wanted to give you guys like my experience, some pros and cons of things that I have experienced while I've been over here. And I have recently seen a lot of people talking about moving to a new state. So I was like, let me put this video out for the ones that may be working on moving to a new state or contemplating and don't really know if that's something they want to do. So just to take you guys back before getting into my experience, I just want to let you guys know how I even came across Huntsville. So I came to visit my aunt before, and when I got over here, I noticed that it was a great atmosphere, great environment. You have so many nice people here, not so heavy traffic, and it's not overpopulated at all at the time when I came to visit, because things have changed since I've been here. And I just really enjoy being here. So I was telling my mom about it, about my visit and how things were over here versus how things are back at home. And she was like, okay, but she really didn't think that I was gonna be over here, I would say that. So after my visit and stuff, I really wasn't thinking about moving to Huntsville at all because I was working at the time. But when COVID hit, my job, we had to close along, with everybody else. And so throughout that time, I was putting in job applications. Even though I know a lot of businesses were shut down, I know some businesses were still open. And I just wanted to start back working. I really wanted to work in my field because the job that I had wasn't in my field and it was part-time. So I started putting job applications in my area, like I said, my hometown area, Warner Robins, Macon, Fort Valley, Perry, anywhere that I can put an application in, I was doing that. And I noticed that the process was not easy. A lot of people wasn't even contacting me for interviews, and if I did get an interview, I didn't get a call back. So it was just a stressful time. And so I was telling my mom, I was like, well, I probably will start putting some application in Huntsville to see how things go. And I was really teasing her at the time. I really wasn't serious. So she was like, yeah, okay. Like, she wasn't trying to hear that. So I remember putting in like maybe 2 applications, probably 3. And out of the 3 that I put in, I received an email from one agency. And so I told my mom about it. I was like, they contacted me for an interview. And I told them that, of course, I'm in Georgia. So I was asking them, could we do it virtual or do it have to be in person? So they told me it had to be in person. So I let my mama know, and I was like, I'm thinking about, doing the interview to see how things go. So again, she wasn't trying to hear that, but we did come over here together, and I did the interview, and I could tell throughout the interview that everything was going good. They saw that I had the experience, and everything that they were saying, I pretty much knew what they were talking about. I knew how everything goes. So at the end of the interview, they did ask me if I was accepted. When did I? They asked me when I could possibly be back over here, like move over here, stuff like that. So I let my mama know how the interview, all of that went, and I told her, I said, well, they seem like they're going to be giving me an offer. They didn't say right away if that was going to be the case, but I kind of like had that feeling that they was going to give me one. So I wanted her to be aware that if they did, that I was going to be possibly taking it. So we got back home, all of that, and I was, like I said, still discussing with her about possibly coming over here. And like I said, she was not trying to hear it. And so I remember receiving an email, I want to say the following Monday. The lady contacted me and she said that they did want me to work for them and asked me if I was still interested in all of that. So I didn't emailed her right away. I discussed with my mom again. I told her, I said, well, they did offer me the job and I'm considering it. So me and the lady, we did email back and forth. I'm trying to make sure that this is where I want to be. This is the job I want to work at. So after emailing the lady and getting more information from her about the job, and I was just telling her, I said, I think I'm going to just go ahead and take it. And I was telling her, I said, I felt like that was a sign for me that, hey, you need to move to a new state. Yeah, it's going to be scary. You don't have any friends there. Your aunt is there as far as family go, but you still will basically be by yourself. And I told her that I'm going to take the job. So I emailed the lady back and told her I was interested and stuff, and I told her that I can be up here before the job starts and all of that, because I had a 2 weeks waiting period. So the job was odd, like the starting period was odd because it was like in the middle of the week. So I moved up here the weekend before the week of me starting the job and stuff. So I would say, and all of this was like back in August of 2020, by the way. So I've been here almost a year. This month would make a year, basically. And from August of 2020 to now, my experience have been up and down, I would say, because like I said, I don't have any friends here. So it's been hard for me to have a social life because I'm an introvert. I don't go out, like I told y'all guys in the last video. I don't do the nightlife. I don't hang out in clubs, none of that. So making friends have been hard for me. The only thing I have been doing is working, going to school when I do have classes in session, and coming home when I get off of work. The only time I go anywhere if I'm going to run errands, like go grocery shopping, pick up something, pick up some food, stuff like that. That's about it. I don't do anything else. And now I have more family up here because my dad and his wife moved up here last month. Well, June. Yeah, they moved up here in June, so now I have them here. But like I said, still as far as like hanging out with friends and stuff, I haven't done that yet. But I did join some groups on Facebook to kind of help me get to know people, network, socialize, interact, whatever the case may be. And one of the groups that I'm in, I've started seeing where they have events coming up. They did have some events in July, but of course I wasn't a part of the group then, so I missed those. And then the ones they came up with was like at the wrong time for me because I had to work and all of that. But I do think I'm gonna start doing some of those events and participating. That way I can really start interacting with people in person. But I know COVID right now is looking like we about to go back into shutdown. I don't know. So until then, like I said, I'm gonna just start participating just to see how things go, and that way I can try to get some type of a social life and not just be stuck in the house all the time unless I have to go, like I said, to work or whatever. So yeah, so those have been my like pros and cons. Like I said, my pros was start. Before I came over here, I had a job in place. My aunt is here, so that was another pro. I wasn't like technically alone. And another pro, I would just say it was a nice location. Like I said, the people, the atmosphere, all of that was nice. It's not like how it is back home where it's overpopulated or becoming overpopulated, traffic being bad, none of that. The cons, like I said, is not having friends here, so not having no social life, stuff like that. And being away from my family, that was another con for me because I'm very family oriented. So being away from my mom, my sister, my brother, all of them was hard on me as well, especially coming over here. And it's 5 hours away. And at first we was like, oh, it's just 5 hours, you know, it's no big deal. But honestly, when you get on that road, especially by yourself, it's a difference. But since I have been going home a lot lately, well, not lately, but at one point when I first moved over here, I was kind of like going back and forth a lot. So it didn't seem that bad. And even now, I still be like, okay, I can get on the road, no problem. But I mean, yeah, it's still a con in my eyes of being that far away from them. And yeah. So that would be my pros and cons, and like I said, my experience so far being over here. We'll see how things go in the future. If I do make some friends or whatever case may be, even if I don't, just say technically make friends over here. Just getting out and socializing would be enough for me. Just being honest, like I said, I'm an introvert. I don't really care to hang out like that. So yeah, hopefully this video resonates with somebody, it helps somebody. If y'all have any questions that maybe I didn't discuss and you would like to know more information about, please hit me up, you guys. I do not mind responding. Leave them down in the comment section. You can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever the case may be. Please do so. I don't mind reaching back out to you guys. Also, I would say too, for the ones that's thinking about moving, like I said, to another city, to another state, whatever the case is for you, is to make sure you research first. Like I said, I came over here just to visit. I wasn't even thinking about moving over here. So just research, because you never know how the location may be. Once you get there, you may get to that new place or that new area and think, what was I thinking? Why didn't I come over here to visit? Or just look at pictures or whatever. I wouldn't necessarily just go by pictures, because we all know pictures can be deceiving. But I would definitely say research. Go and visit if you can before moving. Visit for like at least 2 days. So that way you can explore the area, make sure that's somewhere you want to be before just making that move. Because like I said, especially if you're going super far, you don't want to get that far and then realize you made a mistake. And overall, you guys, just have an open mind when moving. Because moving, yeah, it could be scary, but sometimes it could be what you need. Like for me, I felt like it was a sign that I needed a fresh start. Because when you go through so much in a time period or whatever, sometimes you just may need to just start over. And that's basically what I did. I started over. So you just never know what it is. And then some people just want to move because they're just tired of being where they're at. So that's fine too. But just have an open mind. Go in and enjoy it, and just try to make it the best that you can. Like for me, I still try to make it the best experience over here. Like I said, I only been here for a year, so of course the first year is gonna be the hardest, but going forward, hopefully it get easier. And like I said, who knows, I may make friends over here, I may not, but I'm best of it that I can. So yeah, this is the end of the video. And like I said, if this resonated with you or help you in any kind of way, please give this video a thumbs up. Share, you guys. Subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss any videos that I post. And definitely hit that notification bell, because that's how you're going to know when I post a video. So yeah, any questions, like I said, please leave them in the comment section, or you can DM me if you don't want anybody to see your question or anything. Any tips that you may need that I didn't cover already, I will definitely give that to you. So yeah, you guys, I will see you next time. Bye.